Today, I'm going to show you how to make the best jam you'll ever taste using blueberries, but with a special twist. We'll lacto-ferment them first for extra flavor and complexity. However, if you don't want to ferment your fruit, fresh berries will work just fine. I started with 500 grams of fresh blueberries. After removing any soft, bruised or bad berries, I was left with 436 grams. To enhance their natural flavors and add complexity, I lacto-fermented the berries. If you're new to lacto-fermentation or want to know more about how it works, check out my previous video, which explains the process step by step. I'll link it down below for easy access. For this fermentation, I placed the blueberries in a vacuum sealing bag and added about 2% salt by weight, which came out to roughly 9 grams. If you're not going to ferment your fruit, I strongly suggest that you still add the salt to your jam. Salt enhances almost every flavor there is. Logically, including sweetness. We have a natural positive response to salt and an urge and craving for it. I sealed the bag and let the berries ferment at room temperature for about 1 week. Have you ever wondered why jams stay fresh for months, even years without spoiling? It's all thanks to some smart food science that blends tradition with chemistry. First, let's talk about fruit. Fruits naturally contain water, sugars, acids, and pectin, a special fiber. But fresh fruit can spoil quickly because bacteria, yeast, and mold thrive in moisture-rich environments. Pectin is a naturally occurring polysaccharide found in the cell walls of many fruits. It acts as a thickening agent, giving jams their characteristic gel-like consistency. When heated in the presence of sugar and acidity, pectin molecules bond together, forming a network that traps water and creates the jam's firm texture. This is where sugar steps in. And it's not just for sweetness. Sugar acts as a preservative by creating a high concentration environment that pulls water out from the fruit and any microorganisms through a process known as osmosis. Essentially, sugar ties up the available water, making it difficult for microbes to survive. Next, we introduce heat. When you cook the fruit with sugar, you're accomplishing two crucial tasks. You're destroying harmful microbes and activating the pectin naturally present in fruits, or sometimes added separately. This pectin is what thickens the jam, giving it its characteristic gel-like texture. Acidity, either naturally present in the fruit or enhanced by adding lemon juice, also plays an important role. It lowers the pH of the jam, making it harder for harmful bacteria to grow, adding another layer of preservation. After fermentation, the berries weighed in at 423 grams. To make our jam, I'm adding sugar at 80% of the fermented berries' weight, around 338 grams, along with the juice of 1 fresh lemon. This process isn't limited to blueberries. It can be applied to almost any fruit. I've included a handy chart with tips for jam making with the most common fruits. Next, I cooked the berry mixture over medium heat for about 10 to 15 minutes, stirring regularly until it reached a syrup-like consistency. Once I was satisfied with the texture, I removed the pan from the heat and added 1 cinnamon stick to infuse a rustic, warm flavor. I let the mixture cool down completely, removed the cinnamon stick, and transferred everything to a blender to fully integrate and achieve a smooth, even texture. And that's it. Your lacto-fermented blueberry jam is ready. Rich, flavorful, and uniquely delicious. Enjoy!